Hello and welcome to another evening of Borrowing Benefits here at the Center for Inner Healing. My name is Ted Robinson and we're going to be working with a couple of people tonight. It's a small group tonight. It's the middle of winter yet. And we'll be working with some interesting topics tonight, I suspect. So if you're interested, tap right along with us at all times. We're always interested in sharing the wealth, and all you do is just follow the leader as we go through it. Fair enough? Fair enough? Okay. Way we always start out every single meeting is the same way, with the resistance to change tap, okay? So we're going to just do this, and I'm not teaching EFT right now. If you don't know it yet, just go to one of the other videos on YouTube, and you'll find them there. Here we go. Ted Robinson, EFT is where you'll find them. So you say, even though I'm really resistant to change.
Even though I'm really resistant to change.
And I don't even know why anymore.
I don't even know why.
It's an old bad habit of mine.
An old bad habit.
No matter what I try to change,
No matter what I try to change,
it's hard to do.
it's hard to do.
I want to change certain things. I want to change some important things.
I want to change some important things.
And no matter what I do about them,
No matter what I do,
I just can't seem to get it done.
I just can't seem to get
My
it
old
done.
habits are hard to let go.
My old habits are hard to
And that reflects
that reflects
my resistance to change.
my
A little louder now.
resistance to change.
But I love and accept myself no matter what.
But I love and accept myself no matter what.
Here we go, top of the head. So we're going to say, I'm really resistant to change.
I'm really resistant to
No matter what I try to do,
change. No matter
what I try to change,
what I try to
I
change,
just can't get it done.
I just can't get it done.
And that is my resistance to change showing.
And that is my resistance to change.
I just can't change things.
I just can't change.
Oh, I can change them.
Oh, I can change.
On a certain level, I'm refusing to change them.
On a certain level, I'm refusing.
I'm resisting any change in my
I'm
life.
resisting any change.
That's why I said I'm really resistant.
That's why I said I'm really resistant.
Because I am. I'm extremely resistant to things.
I am. I'm extremely resistant.
I don't like change.
I don't like
I'm not
change.
comfortable with change.
I'm not
I don't want to change.
I don't want to change.
I don't like where I'm at,
I don't like where I'm at.
but I don't want to change either.
But I don't want to change either.
It's sort of a strange place to be.
It's sort of strange.
My resistance to change is habitual.
My resistance
It's
to change
my habit,
It's my.
and it's a bad habit.
It's a
I
bad
want to let go of my resistance to change now.
I want to let go of my resistance.
I
to change
choose to let my resistance to change go.
now. I choose to let my resistance to change.
I'm letting it go now.
I'm letting it go now.
I'm going to start to accept change fully and completely.
I'm going to start accepting change fully.
I invite change into my life.
I invite change.
I
into
accept
my
it
life.
and embrace it when it arrives.
I accept it and embrace it.
I like the idea of change.
I like the idea of
And I accept change into my life.
and I accept change into my life.
And I'm not going to reserve anything at this point.
And I'm not going to resist
I'm going for it.
at this point. I'm going
We're
for
going
it.
to make some big changes starting tonight.
Change is starting. Change is starting.
Hands down, nice deep breath. And let it out. Ready? Here we go. We're going to say, even though
Even though
I have so many options available to me,
I have so many options available to me.
I could do anything.
I can do anything.
Come on, say it, nice and loud. Lift that voice for me, okay? Please. I'm going to push you tonight because you're filled with energy. I want to make sure that you project that energy, okay? I've taken courses in every kind of thing you can imagine.
I've taken courses in every kind of thing you can imagine.
And yet I can't make my mind up as to which one I want to choose.
And yet I can't make my mind up into which one I want to choose.
So all I have to do
So all I have to do
is make a choice.
is make a choice.
And do it.
And do it.
And if I don't like it after a few months,
And if I don't like it after a few
or
months,
even a few years,
or even after a few years,
I'll make a new choice
I'll make a new
and
choice
try something different.
and try something different.
You see her rolling her eyes at me? Oh, I can't. And now you say, I can't do that.
I can't
Come
do
on,
that.
nice and loudly. Because that wouldn't be right.
Because that wouldn't be right.
I have to do it right the first time or I won't do it at all.
I have to do it right the first time or I won't do it at all.
Now that's more accurate, right?
That's
isn't that more correct?
accurate, right?
But I love and accept myself no matter what.
But I love and accept myself no matter
Here we go,
what.
top of the head. So I have to choose the right thing when I make a choice.
I have to choose the right thing when I make
If I don't choose exactly the right thing,
If I don't choose exactly the
I
right
obviously won't be successful,
thing, I obviously won't be
and that would make me a
successful.
failure.
That would make me a failure.
Again. I don't ever want to be a failure again.
I don't ever want to be a failure again.
And that's what worries me the most right now.
And that's what worries me.
If I make the wrong choice, I could be a failure.
If I make the wrong choice, I could be a failure.
The one thing I don't want to do is be a failure. I don't even care if I'm not that successful as long as I'm not a failure.
I don't even care if I'm not that successful as long as I'm not a failure.
But I can't make my mind up.
And I can't make
The reason I'm not able to make my mind
The reason I'm not able to make my mind
is because I'm paralyzed with fear
because I'm paralyzed with
of failure.
of failure.
If I make the wrong choice and fail,
If I make the wrong choice and fail,
that could be the worst possible thing for me.
that could be the worst possible thing.
I don't want that to happen.
I don't want that to happen.
So instead of making a choice and starting out,
So instead of making a choice and starting out,
I do nothing
I do nothing
and think I'll go be a gardener.
and think I'll go be a gardener.
But that's not significant enough for me.
But that's not significantly enough.
And none of that's true. None of this mind stuff is true.
None of this mind stuff is
It's
true.
just my mind trying to figure it all out ahead of time.
It's just my mind trying to figure it all out.
Instead of having the courage of my convictions and going for it.
Instead of having the courage.
Whatever it
and
is.
going for it, whatever it is.
Because success is not measured by money.
Because success is not measured by money.
Success is measured by the passion I feel
Success is measured by the passion I
and
feel.
how much I feel for my work when I do it.
And how much I feel for my
How much I get from it. How much satisfaction I feel.
How much satisfaction I feel.
It has very little to do with money.
It has very little to do
Money
with
can have an impact,
money can have
but
an
that's
impact,
not why I'm going to do this.
but that's not why
I'm at the point in my life where it's not about the money alone.
I'm in the point in my life where it's not about
If I
money
don't do
alone.
what I truly want,
If I don't do what I truly want,
what's the point of doing it at all?
what's the point of doing it at all?
We can all take a deep breath in that.
That's a good one.
Nice deep breath. And let it out. How's that? Let me tell you what the deal is. You're stuck in your mind again. You tend to do this a lot. And I don't mean to be judgmental, but that's what you're doing a lot. You get caught up in your mind, and you don't want to make a choice because you're afraid of making the wrong choice. So you don't make any choice. And that leaves you sitting there trying to figure it out again. That's not the place to be. So the best way to do it, when I was in the Army, the staff people there, the sergeants and even the lieutenants would tell you, listen, you're going to be directing men in war. It was the time of Vietnam. And you're going to be stuck in a situation on land, potentially, and you're going to have to go attack a hill. And you don't know if you're going to go to the right or go to the left or go straight forward. He says, but the idea here is make a decision, make a choice. You can, first off, what they said was you can only be wrong 50% of the time. So that means you got to be right 50% of the time. But if you make an intelligent, reasoned, and well-reasoned choice, you're going to be right most of the time. And if you're not right, it's not the end of the world. What'll happen is you'll make another choice. You say, oh, the right, look at that, we're going to go over a cliff. We're going to go back to the left. Let's make a new choice. So the men are going to look at you. They're going to think you're an idiot for about 10 seconds, and then they're going to want to get out of the firing zone and get to the left. You follow? It's not life or death most of the time. So the idea is to make the choice, go and do it, and put all your passion into it, and then see how it turns out. If it feels good to you, really, if it feels good in here, if it feels good in your gut and your heart, go with it. And if it doesn't, make a new choice. It's no more difficult than that. And I say that very strongly because it really isn't any more difficult. But our mind, which is where you're hung up, will tell us otherwise. It'll raise 1,000 different questions so it can have 1,000, so it can provide 1,000 answers. And all that is job security for the mind. It's not real. It's just the mind's illusions. That's what my talk was about today. All about the illusions of the ego. The ego has wonderful illusions. And when you're caught in your mind, you're caught in your ego, which is worried about the future. Because the ego is always about the past and future, but never about the present. So in the present moment, you make up your mind and you go do it. And then see what happens. It's just life. Don't take it too seriously. It's really a giggle at times. This is about not being too high or too low, which is perfect for you, by the way.
Yes.
Not being too high, not being too low.
Oh, but I want those highs.
Cutting that's the point. The more highs you want, the more lows you get with them. Yeah, there's a choice. It's a balance. It's got to be a balance all the time. You look at an oscilloscope, and it looks like this, right? It's always the same. Or it looks like this. But it's always the same on the top as it is on the bottom. Whether it's this way or this way, it's always going to balance out. Get it? So if you really want those highs, you can have them. But along with the highs come the lows. It's a balance. The idea is to catch the sweet spot right in between. So you can take the lows a little easier, knowing that the highs aren't going to be too high. Does that make sense? Boy, you don't want to say, we got to do some tapping in this to say, even though I don't want to give up my highs.
No, I don't want to give up my highs.
I love it when I'm high.
I love it when I'm high.
I'm so happy when I'm up and happy.
I'm so happy when I'm up
And high. I'm high on life.
I'm high on life.
The problem is, as high as I get,
The problem is, as high as I get,
I go just as low.
I go just.
And when I'm that low,
When I'm that low,
it feels like I'm lower than when I got high.
it feels like I'm lower than when I'm high.
But I hate the lows.
I hate the lows.
And whatever I hate, I'm going to attract more of.
Whatever I hate, I'm going to attract more of. Thanks, Ted.
But I love and accept myself no matter what.
But I love and accept myself no matter
Here we go.
what.
The top of the head, we're going to say, I love being high.
I love being
I don't need any chemistry. I don't need any tablets or pills or potions. I get high on myself.
I get high on myself.
And I love those highs.
I love it.
I won't give them up
I won't
under
give up
any circumstances
under any circumstance
except one.
except one.
If I have to put up those lows after a high,
If I have to put those lows,
then I don't want them anymore.
then I don't
Speak up,
want
speak
them
up.
anymore.
I want the highs.
I want the
I don't want the lows.
I don't want the lows.
Whatever you don't want in life, you get more of.
Whatever you don't want in life, you get more.
I don't want the lows,
I don't want the lows.
so I'm going to get more of them.
So I'm gonna get more.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
But at least I'll have the highs.
At least I have the highs.
I just wish the highs were longer and the lows were shorter.
I wish the highs were longer and the lows were shorter.
But that's not the way it works.
That's not.
It's all balanced out.
It's all balanced
So
out.
the sweet spot for me
So the sweet spot
would be to have not be so high,
would be not
not quite as high as before,
not quite as high as,
but I'll still feel good.
but I'll still feel.
And then when the lows come along, they won't be so low.
Then when the lows come along, they won't be
And I
so
can
low.
get through them easier
And I can get through them.
so that I can get back to the highs.
So I can get back.
Eventually, when I get towards the center point,
Eventually, when I get towards the center point,
I won't feel too high or too low.
I won't feel too high or too low.
And that might be a good spot for me.
And that might be a good spot for me.
No, it's not.
No, it's
I want my highs.
I want my
I won't, come on, you can say it louder than that. I want my highs.
I want my highs.
I won't give them up.
I won't give them
I
up.
need those highs
I need those highs
because I can't stand the lows anymore.
because I can't stand the lows anymore.
I just can't quite get it through my thick head
I just can't get it through my thick head.
that I'm going to have the lows as long as I have the highs.
I'm gonna have the lows as long as I have
The higher I go, the lower I
The
go.
higher I go, the lower I
And
go.
I don't want to do that anymore.
I don't want to do that anymore.
So I'm going to make a choice.
So I'm gonna make.
I'm not going to go as high as I usually like to go.
I'm not gonna go as high as.
When I feel the high coming on,
When I feel a high.
I'm going to moderate it just somewhat
I'm gonna moderate it just somewhat.
and then see how low I go.
Then see how low.
And moderate that somewhat.
And moderate that somewhat.
And each time I go high or low,
And each time I go high.
I'm going to modify it just a little bit.
I'm gonna modify it just.
I will moderate it
I'm gonna moderate it
slightly
slightly.
until I finally find my sweet spot
Until I finally find my.
where I can get just high enough to enjoy it
So I can get just high enough to enjoy it.
and then go low as I have to go,
Then go low.
but no lower.
But no lower.
And then I can enjoy my life both ways.
And then I can enjoy my life both ways.
And I can make the intervals shorter,
And I can make the.
high and low,
High
so that I don't have to get stuck in either level.
So I don't have to get stuck in either.
I like that idea
I like that.
because I don't want to get stuck either way. That's not true. I want to be in the high level all the time.
I want to be in the high level all the time.
And that's exactly what's screwing me up.
That's exactly what's screwing me
And that's
up.
my ego trying to stay high.
And that's my ego trying to stay.
So I'm going to become the watcher.
So I'm gonna become the watcher.
Whenever I get on that high level again,
Whenever I get on that high level,
I'm going to watch my ego enjoy the heck out of it.
I'm gonna watch my ego enjoy it.
And I'm going to observe my ego.
And I'm going to observe.
And the moment I see my ego enjoying it too much,
And the moment I see my ego
basking in the high,
basking in the high,
I'll see it.
I'll see
As soon as I see it, it'll moderate itself.
As soon as I see it, it'll moderate itself.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to keep my highs. I told you that.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to keep my highs. I told
I need to keep my highs.
I
I have to have my highs.
I have to
I need those highs.
I need those highs.
The fact of the matter is, I know you're right.
Fact of the matter is, I know.
And that is my choice.
and that's
I'm going to moderate through observance.
I'm going to moderate
I'm,
through.
I'm going to watch my ego
I'm going to watch
and see how it does with my highs
and see
and my lows,
and
and watch how it moderates successfully
watch how it moderates successfully.
until I reach my sweet spot,
Until I reach my
both high and low.
Both high and low.
high and low.
Hands down, nice deep breath. Oh, I know you did that very grudgingly. You didn't really want to do that. You don't want to get rid of that high, do you?
No, I want the sweet spot. That sounds good.
Well, I think I gave you something to think about there, and that's the important thing. Now, the only way you can do that is by becoming the watcher, the observer. Once you see your ego for what it is, as it's basking and running around, having a great old time in the high, you go, I see you, ego. I see what you're doing. You got that wide-eyed stare, that manic look about you. I see it. And the ego goes, oh, shit, she's seeing it. Can't believe she's seeing this. And it's going to go, It doesn't have to do a lot. Just have to take the edge off. You follow? Then you'll be in the low for a while. You say, I see you, ego. Now you want to suffer. You want me to suffer, do you? I'm not going to suffer. I see you. And eventually, by just moderating a little bit at a time, you'll find your sweet spot. The center point, a little high, a little low, and it'll be a much better approach. And then you'll find where you need to be. Is that fair? You're really going to have to work on your resistance to changing that, by the way. Even though I'm really, let me just finish this. Even though I'm really resistant to doing that,
Even though I'm really resistant to
I
doing
really want the sweet spot.
I really want this.
I'm so tired of being so high and so low
So tired of being so high and so low
that it really feels right to me
that it really feels
to find my sweet spot.
to find my sweet spot.
But I don't think it's really going to work
But I don't think it's really going to
because I really love my high.
because I really love my high.
And I have a lot of resistance to change.
And I have a lot of resistance.
Up here, I don't want to change this.
I don't want to change.
I'm willing to put up with the lows as long as I can enjoy the highs.
I'm willing to put up with the lows as long as I can enjoy the highs.
But I really know better.
But I really
I know this has been killing me in its own way.
I know this has been killing me.
I don't want to be killing myself,
I don't want to be killing myself.
no matter how much I enjoy the highs.
No matter how much I enjoy the highs.
I can find my high within the realm
I can find my high
of my sweet spot.
Of my sweet.
I don't need to go so high
I don't need to go
that I'll fall so low,
also
because those lows are becoming really difficult
because those lows are becoming
to get through. I don't want to do that anymore.
I don't want to.
I want to be able
I want to be
to moderate the highs and lows
to moderate the highs
and go back to the way I originally felt normal.
and go back to where I originally felt normal.
I like that idea of normal,
I would like that idea of normal,
but I have a lot of resistance to changing this.
but I have a lot of resistance.
So I'm going to choose to change this
I'm going to choose
and,
to change.
and choose to change my belief system around it.
I'm going to choose to change.
Just because I like all those highs
Just because I like all those highs
doesn't mean I have to do it all the time anymore.
doesn't mean I have to do those.
And I'm going to choose to not do it.
I'm going to choose.
I'm going to choose to become the watcher
I'm going to choose to become the
of my ego.
of my
and see it for what it is,
And see it for what
as it's doing what it does.
as it's doing what
And it will moderate on its own from then on.
And it will moderate on its own.
I give up all remaining resistance to changing this.
I give up more resistance to change.
Hands down, deep breath. So even though
Even though
I've been doing this for 30 years,
I've been doing this for 30
highs and
years,
lows,
highs and lows,
mostly lows,
mostly lows,
and there's no control over it at all.
and there's no control over it.
Maybe a new supplement, maybe a little of a drug or
Maybe a
something,
little drug,
but nothing's really helping.
but nothing's really.
I've gone through this for 30 years, I know.
I've gone through this for 30 years. I know.
This is the way my life has been,
This is the way my life has been,
and the way I expect it to be.
and the way I expect it to be.
I'm never going to get out of this mess.
I'm never gonna get out of
My life is a complete and utter mess,
My life is complete and utter.
and I don't expect it to ever change.
And I don't expect it to ever change.
But I love and accept myself.
But I love and accept myself.
No, I don't.
No,
I don't love or accept myself at all.
I don't love or accept myself.
And that's
at
part
all.
of my problem.
And that's part
That's
of
the
my
central
problem.
part of my problem.
It's the essential part of my problem.
But I'll do the best I can to get through this.
Because I'll do the best I can to get through this.
Top of the head. So you don't understand.
You don't understand.
I've been going through this for 30 years,
I've been going through this
and my
30
experience
years,
tells me
and my experience tells
nothing
me
can change it.
Nothing changes.
I have been depressed and low all my life,
I've been depressed and low
with a
all
few
my life,
brief blips upward,
with a few brief blips up.
and I've become habituated to those blips.
And I've become habituated.
I love the highs,
I love the highs.
and I hate the
I
lows.
hate the lows.
So mostly I hate my life
So mostly I hate my life.
and my history.
And
My history is what it is.
my history.
I can't change that.
I can change.
And my history dictates my future.
And my history dictates.
That's what my mind tells me,
That's what my
even
mind
though it's not true.
Though it's not true.
Because it's happened for the last 30 years doesn't mean it has to happen 1 second longer.
Plus it's happened the last 30 years.
doesn't mean it has to happen 1 second longer.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it
It's going to happen again.
It's going to.
I know my body, I know my mind,
I know my body. I know my.
and I don't care about tapping in the middle of it all.
And I don't care about.
Nothing's going to work for me.
Nothing's going to work.
I am resistant to accepting any changes.
I am resistant to accepting any.
All I want are the highs.
All I want.
Give me plenty of the highs and I'll be set.
Give me the highs and I'll be set.
If I could reverse the lows with the highs in my life, I'd be all set.
If I reverse the lows with the highs in my life, I'll be all set.
But I can't.
But I can't.
So most of my life I'm depressed and low.
So most of my life I'm depressed.
And my greatest fear is that nothing's going to change.
And my greatest fear is that nothing's going to
And nothing will as long as I believe that.
And nothing will as long as I believe that.
And unfortunately, I do believe it.
And unfortunately, I do believe
That's the resistance in my mind.
That's the resistance.
If I could just let go of this,
If I could just let
if
go
I
of
could
it,
just accept change in my life,
if I could just accept change.
if I could just become the watcher more often
if I could just become the watcher more often.
and see my ego for what it's doing,
And see my ego for what it's doing.
all the time what it does,
All the time what it does.
I could actually overcome this.
I could actually.
I don't believe that for a second.
I don't believe that for a second.
You don't understand. I've been doing this for 30 years.
You don't understand. I've been doing.
You don't know anything about me.
You don't know anything.
You don't know anything about my 30 years.
You don't know nothing.
I've worked hard for those 30 years of experience,
I've worked hard for those 30
and nothing's going to change them.
Nothing's going to
Not this silly tapping or anything else.
Not this silly tapping or anything.
You can take that watcher and watch somebody else.
Take that watcher.
Because I'm not going to watch it all. My ego's in full control,
My ego's in full
and that's the way it's going to stay.
That's the way it's going to stay.
So there.
So there.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm
And I'm going to stay this way forever, I'm afraid.
going to stay this way forever.
I can't change it. Don't you understand?
I can't change.
Nothing's going to change this.
Nothing's.
I've got 30 years of history here.
I have 30 years.
And you're going to try to talk me out of it now?
You're going to talk me out of it.
Baloney! I'm never going to get talked out of this.
Never going to be talked.
This is who I am
This is who I
and who I'm going to stay for good,
This is going to stay for good.
no matter what.
No matter what.
And none of that's true either.
None of that's true either.
I can change any time I choose.
I can change any time.
I just haven't chosen yet.
I mean,
Just haven't chosen yet.
Hands down, nice deep breath. You were a lot more energetic that time.
Much better.
Funny thing about that. A lot more energetic, I noticed. Wonder what that's all about.
It's good. I want to rewrite my history.
Well, you
I
can,
want to let go of it.
because your history doesn't exist except in your mind.
Oh, my mind.
No, let me
And
explain.
everybody else's mind. They won't let me change.
Well, that's true, but here's,
Other people like won't let you change.
well, then you change your people.
Exactly.
But the first person you need to change is you. And what I'm saying to you all this time, and what I was saying to her, and I think she got a bit of it, is you need to change the recollection of it. See, you're caught up in, hey, this is 30 years of my life, I know, and I understand that. But you don't have to remain there any longer than you want to remain there. So how do you do that? By tapping. And every time you find yourself saying, well, I'm this way for 30 years, it's never going to change, tap on it just that way. And it will change. See, the beauty of EFT is you don't have to do anything special to overcome anything. You just say what it's been, what you've been struggling with, and tap on it. It automatically changes it on its own. Because you're eliminating that history as you tap on it. So the idea here is we're not really our mind, we're really a soul, right? And we just think we're our minds. And I got to tell you, I know this is a long step for everybody to take. It's not easy to say, I'm a soul. Because this is just the density of a body that we're in. We've chosen to, inhabit this body. But it's only for a lifetime, just a moment in time. And after that, we're going to move on. One of the things I read in Conversations with God 1 was the moment of your death will be the moment that you are most alive, because you'll suddenly realize you're alive. There's a continuity that goes beyond this lifetime. There is a continuity, and that continuity is our soul. Just take a moment, take a nice deep breath, everybody, please. And let it out gently and easily. And as you do, just relax your body. Keep your body upright and keep your head somewhat straight. And now I'd like you to just focus on something, or if you want to just close your eyes, you can do that as well. If you close your eyes, just focus on your breath. Your breath is with you all the time. It's always there. As you feel it coming in, feel it bringing in a simple quality of calmness, serenity, peace. And as it goes out, let it take out all thoughts and all movement. Just relax and quiet your body down. Quiet your body down completely now and don't move anything more. And I'm going to ask you in a moment to just open your eyes for an instant halfway. And Aviva, I want you not to move your body around to even try to settle it anymore. Just remain where you are now and just relax it now. Just relax. This is where your mind gets in the way. So if your mind comes along and says, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. No, just help. No, not now. That's good. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes for just about halfway and then close them immediately. So open your eyes, please, halfway and close them. Open your eyes a third of the way and close them. And open them just a quarter of the way and close them. Now relax them deeply. Relax your eyelids. Relax them some more. And even some more now. And now I want you I'm going to just count backwards from 3. Relax your eyes. 2, relax your eyelids. And 1, relax them completely now, down all the way. Just relax them. And when you're sure you cannot open them, when you're sure you cannot open your eyelids, give them a healthy test. Relaxing the eyelids more and more, the harder you try to open them, the less the possibility they have of opening. And then just let them go down, soft and gentle, nice and deep. Relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. I'm going to count backwards from 5, deeper, relaxed. 4, allow your entire body to go limp and loose and lazy now, slack. 3, deeper, relaxed. 2, even deeper now. Letting go of your hands completely. You use your hands all day long. Just relax them now. You don't have to move them, but just relax them completely. Put your attention on them for a moment and just relax them. Letting go all the way down to 1. Now, as we sit here very quietly, I want you to allow your mind to just drift down, down, down. Releasing your shoulders, Aviva. Just relax. That's good. Relax. Letting go. If this doesn't feel that comfortable, you don't have to follow anything I'm doing. Just relax. Just let go. That's better. Take control of your body. Let it go. Letting it go. Relax, relax, relax. As you drop deeper and deeper, you'll notice you feel better and better. Because the deeper you go, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you want to go. It's self-reinforcing. It means that as I go deeper, as you go deeper, you feel so, so much better. And the good part is your focus becomes sharper and more keen. And you always notice what I'm saying and follow the directions I give you because it takes you deeper. Every word takes you deeper. Every breath takes you deeper in yourself. Feel the breath. If you can't focus on the words or if you can't relax your body, focus on your breath. Allow it to take you deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. If you've never relaxed this deeply, do it now. Allow yourself to just really, really relax. There's nothing to do but breathe. Your mind goes quiet now. You don't think about the words. You don't think about anything except going deeper. It feels so good to go deeper and deeper. So relaxing. So enjoyable. As you go even deeper, 5, 4, 3, even deeper and deeper now, 2, all the way down to 1. And now double it. Go even deeper. Each time you go deeper, you actually feel better. Each time you can reflect on this. Whenever you close your eyes, you can reflect and go to this point and even deeper. So bookmark this in your mind now. This is how it feels to go this deep. I wonder how it'll feel to go even deeper next time. I love going into this deep, relaxed state. It feels so good. And the best part is I can focus so much more on the words that say, every day in every way, I'm feeling better and better. And I know the truth of that statement because I actually am. I'm feeling better and better. Every day in every way, I'm feeling better and better. Feeling better and better. And if your body wants to go forward on you and just want to relax, allow it. It doesn't take you out of this deep, relaxing trance, but what it does is it allows you to stretch your body, and then you can come back to this place if you choose to. It's okay. Whatever feels good to you is what you want to do. But remember, you can go this deep and deeper now, and deeper, and deeper. All of the things that we've talked about tonight are now focusing in on your mind. Your mind is embracing all the little nuances of the things you've heard tonight, the things that you've learned tonight. all the things that have opened your mind to new opportunities for healing, new opportunities for growth, new opportunities to expand your consciousness, to become aware and awake. Because that's what you really want to do, is become awake in the long run. It'll feel so good to know that you can watch your ego from now on and actually see what's going on. You can see your ego so much more clearly now and see that everything is just a moment in time. And this too will pass. And that everything is going to be fine in the long run. All these dramas are just that. They're just dramas. In the long run, everything is going to be fine. And that idea really feels good, to know that my life is going to be fine. It's all going to turn out just fine. It's very reassuring, very comforting, and allows me to relax even more, both body and mind. And I like that idea too. Going deeper, going deeper, going deeper. And if you didn't think you could go deeper, now go deeper. Use this as an opportunity, as an invitation to go deeper than ever before. And remember where you are now, because I want you to bookmark it in your mind. So the next time you do this, the next time you're here, the next time we're going to go into this deep, relaxing state, you'll start at this point and go deeper from here. You'll start at this point and go deeper from here. Until eventually, you'll go so deeply that all relaxation takes over. No more thought. And again, the words come every day in every way. I'm feeling better and better. I love it. Every day in every way, I'm feeling better and better. And again, when you drive home, you'll see stoplights, you'll see brake lights, you'll see running lights on cars, and all those red lights will remind you every day in every way, I'm feeling better and better. And that feels good too. So, I'm going to give you a few moments just to sit quietly now. You may go deeper if you choose. You may not if you choose. It's up to you. Just sit quietly. But if your mind interferes, or if your mind wants to talk, just say, not right now. You may find that while you're in this deep, relaxed state, sometimes, every once in a while, some information is imparted to you by a higher power. If you have that question in your mind that you want to ask, go ahead and ask it. See what comes back. But remember, there's no obligation for anything to answer. It just may. And if you're ready, take a nice deep breath. And as you release it, start to come back up from this relaxing place. Gently and easily. your own pace. I'm not going to count you out this time. I'm going to let you come out at your own pace. You're going very deeply, some of you, many of you. And when you're ready, just immerse yourself gently and easily. Remembering the words every day in every way. I'm feeling better and better. Truly make a difference. And it truly makes a difference in how you feel and how you perceive you feel. And it just feels better. Coming up now. Coming up. Emerging now, coming up. Coming back up now, baby. Come on up, little by little. Come on. Up, 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 up. That's it. Come on back up now. You can do it. Gently and easily. Come on now. Come on, Viva. You're enjoying yourself down there, I know. Took you a while to get down there, so you didn't want to leave, I know. Right? It's nice. Good. Okay. So that's our group tonight. I want to thank you all for coming, and if you've been out there watching and tapping along, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves as well. We've had a great time tonight, and we hope you'll enjoy it next time as well. See you next time.